Welcome back. This is the final episode of the introductory series, session 6. Today we're going to finish up, look at our text output files, as well as create some driver payout and driver printed checks. So here we go. We're in our Jeff Gordon Classic, you see here. I have my heats finished, B mains. I got to set up some A mains, so let me go ahead and add some finishes. I'll just move them all over and copy all my B main finishes over. Let me go look at my transfer options here, see what I have it set. Looks like we have 9 cars going to the A, 8 from the B's going to the A, so we're good there. So let's go ahead and transfer. Oops, I forgot to transfer my heats over. So we'll transfer our heats over, and now we'll transfer. So there's our 17 car A main lineup. Now a lot of people at this point want to get payout sheets or result sheets, so drivers that are in the B main can get ready and go home. So there's a nice feature in here called Export Results. If you click that, it automatically creates a results file for every division that you're running that night. So here's the one we're working on right now, late models on 3.6. So now to do payout sheets, you need to get the free Excel payout program I developed, which is right here. So let's open that up. So this is an Excel spreadsheet. It allows you to create payout scenarios. You can save new ones, delete old ones. This is a self-contained program. It's not linked. Anything you change here won't change in the scoring tower per se. So this is a whole separate program. You see I have the payouts already made up for A, B, and a C. You could fill these in as you're needed. Save your purse. If you want to create a new name, just type over it. Otherwise, it'll save over the top of your old one. This is the All-Star Circuit of Champions purse for 2015. So this is the starting point for creating driver payout sheets. First thing you need to do is import your results. So in the scoring tower, you just saw me export the results. So now we need to import those results. So hit the Import Results button in Excel. And we're going to do the late models, so double click on it. Now, if you noticed, it brought in the A main. Well, we don't have an A main finish yet, but if you hit the drop down, you'll have your B mains and your heat races. Not too many people pay out for the heat races, so I'm going to go to B main number 1. And you can see when you click on B main number 1 and you hit the drop down, it populates the finish order over here. And the first 4 drivers transferred. So you need to make sure, you just want to double check, make sure that's correct. Somehow I have some unknowns in my scoring tower as payees. So this is a payout sheet. And if you click on the headings, which we'll do for the A main, you see the money column changes just by clicking on the headings over here. So a B main payout, $100 for 5th place on down. So just click on, make sure you're on B main, division. I forgot to tell you, you'll want to put your track name in. It's not brought over from Scoring Tower at this point, but you'll just want to put your track name in there, and you can keep it there for all year. But when you do import, the division and the date will come in. So this is my B main 1. I want to do a payout so these guys can get ready to go. So I imported the results. I could print this sheet, and that's what it looks like. If I would like to print it now, I can just hit the print button in Excel and it'll print that sheet. Then you can turn that into the office, drivers, or whoever's going to pick up the check, or cash, print their name and sign it. So that I would normally do that right after the B mains. Then I would go ahead and do B main number 2. You can see my list repopulated. Again, I have some unknowns. All my presidents, for some reason, I put unknown as the payee. You can edit this, change it as you need it. It'll come back. If I accidentally type over Dick Nixon, just come back to the drop down and pick it again, and it'll fix it. So this is just Excel, nothing fancy. This is my B main payout. So then I go ahead and print this one, and now I have another sheet for B main number 2. If you have checks, physical checks, you want to run through your printer, currently we support a single sheet, 3-part check, where the check itself is at the top third of the page. There's 2 stubs, one in the middle third and one at the bottom third. If you have that, you can hit the Print Actual Checks button right here. Now it says, what's the first row you want to start? Sometimes you only want to reprint one check. Sometimes you don't want to print a check. So it just wants to know where I want to start. So in this one, I want to start right here. Now where do I want to end? Right here. Hit OK, and your printer will start going crazy, printing all these checks. It's automatic. I don't have a PDF viewer on this computer, but they would currently right now print right out. That's what they look like. If you look at this, there's 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. Now, by default, it'll print the checks to whoever's in the payee column. And Excel got mad because I don't have a printer. Let's open it back up. So let me rephrase that. It'll print the checks to whoever in the payee column. So let me import my results again. Late models, B main. Okay, so whoever is in the payee column, when you actually print the checks, is what the name it'll print on the payee line. It'll put the driver number, the driver's name in the memo line. If there's no payee, for example, on William McKinley, it will make the check out to the driver. So again, if there's a payee, it'll make the check out to that person. If there is no payee, it will make the check out to the driver. So let's minimize that. Now we're going to go back to the scoring tower and put in our A main finish and do paychecks for that. So let's put an A main finish and just drag them over, or however you get your finish in. I'm just going to copy them all over, and I'll move a couple around. I don't know why, I just have been in a bad habit of moving them around. Okay, export the results. You just have to close that. All you have to do is hit export. It'll do it. Go back to Excel. Now, since you modified it, the A main is not in the import results yet. You have to go back, import the results. Now you see you have the A main. And then you could change your purse if you want. If you don't want the money column to show up, just pick a blank one. Doesn't change anything over here. Just pick a blank one. Okay, so just by clicking on these headings is the purse you want. The system will try to match up the race name with your purse names over here. So that's it for printing the checks. And again, you could print this sheet. There's a payout sheet. And if you want to print the actual checks, load your printer, print actual checks, it'll print them. If you close this, you can or can't save it. I recommend you save it every week just to have a record. But if you just want to keep using the same one over and over, that's fine. I'm not going to save mine. Let's go back to Scoring Tower, and I'll show you the text recap. Generally, at the end of the night, when all your divisions are finished, hit the text recap. It creates a text file. It's just a text document with the rundown of everything that happened tonight. Every division will be listed that you have results for. So here's our heats, our finishes. In the square brackets is the starting position. So we have our heats, our 2 Bs, our A main, and then so on and so forth for the rest of the divisions. But we don't have any results for those divisions. So once again, that's the the text recap button. And if you want to, you can drag across here, copy and paste this into your mail program, into Word, on your spreadsheet, wherever you want to use it. So that's it for the first 6 parts. That's pretty much the introduction of the whole system. All the rest of the videos will have individual tutorials on specific items, points tabulation, Westhold import, passing points. So I will see you next time.